Hi, it's me, Dr. Prasad Purthilam. Continuing my classes for second PU, that is plus 2 chemistry, unit 1. This is class number 4. It is calculation of formula of compound based on number of voids filled, packing efficiency in FCC or HCP, body centered cubic, and simple cubic close packing. Okay, so the empirical formula or chemical formula for number of voids, and this already we seen in your previous class that when particles are close packed either in CCP, SCP, two types of voids are generated, octahedral and tetrahedral. The number of octahedral voids are same as that of the number of atoms, molecules or ions which forms the crystal lattice. Okay, if n is the number of atoms, octahedral voids also equal to n. If tetrahedral voids are formed, that will be double the number of atoms or twice the number of atoms. Okay, and usually ionic solids, the anions forms the crystal lattice and cations forms the or it goes and fill the voids of that created by anions. So if ions are smaller, then it becomes it occupy the tetrahedral voids, and if it is bigger, they go and occupy the octahedral voids. Okay, so it depends upon the chemical formula. Few of the octahedral or tetrahedral voids are occupied. Not all octahedral and tetrahedral voids are occupied in a general crystalline lattice. So explanation example, that is this class, class 4 will continue. Okay, so if or let the number of close packed spheres are n. So here spheres means atoms, molecules or ions. If it is n in a close packed structure, that means which gives the shape of that molecule like a unit cell. The number of octahedral void is n. Number of tetrahedral void is 2n. Okay, so a few examples we'll see. So a compound is formed by two elements X and Y. Y, which are anions, makes the crystal lattice of CCP, and the other element X, which is the cation, which will occupy the octahedral voids. What is the formula of the compound? Okay, it's very clear now. Here the crystal lattice, it is formed by Y atoms, and it forms a cubic close packing, and the number of voids, octahedral void, that will be equal to Y, and it occupy all the voids. All the voids means X is equal to Y, or the number of X is equal to number of Y, or the formula will be xy. Okay, so this is very simple one. A second case, atoms of element B, it forms a hexagonal close packing lattice. 2/3 of a tetrahedral voids are filled. What is the formula of the compound with A and B? Okay, so here you can see the number of tetrahedral voids. Tetrahedral voids will be twice. Okay, and 2/3 of tetrahedral voids are filled. That is, number of atoms A will be twice the 2/3 of tetrahedral voids. Okay, so number of atoms A will be 2 into 2/3 if number of atom B is considered as 1. Okay, if you consider the ratio for one B atom, there will be 2 into 2/3 A atoms. Okay, so this is the explanation for that. The lattice of B, that is the voids of concentration are tetrahedral. Number of tetrahedral voids is 2B, and only 2/3 of voids are occupied. Therefore, B atoms, there are 2 into 2/3 A atoms, or the ratio A to B is A ratio B is 2 into 2/3 ratio 1. Okay, so simplifying it, that is denominator we have 3, therefore multiplying it by 3, both sides, it becomes 4, 3 and 3 get cancels, here it is 3. Therefore 4, 3, that is the ratio, or we can say for 4 A atoms, there are 3 B atoms. That is the empirical formula of or chemical formula of the molecule. Okay, now we'll move on to packing efficiency. Packing efficiency, you can see whatever say we can say that crystallines are true solid or they have high packing efficiency. But when it forms the crystal lattice, there will not be 100% efficiency in packing. Okay, so the atoms, molecules, or ions which you go and fill the voids, then the packing efficiency will be the percentage of total space filled by the particles. So in a cubical structure, if you take the total number of atoms, or in a unit cell, if you consider how many atoms are filled in that, or we can say number of or the volume of the atom filled divided by total volume into 100 will be the packing efficiency. Okay, so the volume occupied the atoms divided by total volume, or volume occupied atoms upon total volume multiplied by 100, that will be the percentage of packing efficiency. Okay, uh, if the volume occupied by atom is equal to total volume, then it is 100% efficiency. Okay, so packing efficiency in hexagonal close packing, or simply close packing, or face-centered close packing structures are almost same. Okay, so I will consider the second case, that is face-centered close pack structures. What is the packing efficiency? So considering a cube, okay, so then the corners atoms are arranged, and center also. So all corners should be having the atoms. Okay, therefore it is the face, and all the faces also should be having atoms. So for our convenience, considering only 3 atoms here, or it's represented like this. Okay, all the A, B, C, okay, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, all these corners are having same type of atoms, and all the faces are also having the atom. Then only it becomes a face-centered close packed structure, the face-centered cubical structure. Okay, so here this is a representation of a FCP. Only one atom or one line atoms are represented, which are in the on the face, a diagonal shaped arrangement. Okay, so here the length of the distance between cube edges atoms, between the atoms, that is considered as A. So since it is a perfect cube, all 4 sides are equal, that is become A. Therefore A B, that distance is A, B C, that distance is also A, and let us consider that the distance between A to C is B. Okay, so here we can see A B distance equal to B C distance is equal to A, and AC distance is considered as B. Now if you see, it becomes a triangle. ABC is a triangle. So A forms, okay, so A forms straight line with B with a distance of A, B and C the distance is A, and AC distance, that is B. Okay, so this is the triangle formed by combining these atoms. Okay, so here we can see that the at point B it forms exactly 90°. Therefore, according to Pythagoras theorem, side AB, this side square plus this side square will be equal to AC square, or we can say A square plus A square will be equal to B square. That is as per the mathematician Pythagorean his theorem, A square plus A square equal to B square. Therefore 2A square equal to B square. Okay, so 2A square equal to B square, or we can say B is equal to square root of 2A square, square root of 2A square. Square root of A square is A, therefore square root of 2, square root of 2 into A, and we'll continue with this sphere. Here we can see the atom A. Okay, so not atom A, atom present in this corner A, as well as the center or at the C, all are or having the same shape. So let us consider all the atoms are of the same shape or same size. Okay, so if r is the radius of this sphere, okay, say sphere is the, and the radius means from center to the surface of the sphere, what is the distance? So this is the radius of that particular sphere or a circle. Then we can see that 4 of such radius is required to become the distance AC. So 4 times it repeated, so we can say 4r is equal to b. So the distance b, or the distance a to c, or small letter b, can be written as 4 into r, where r is the radius of the sphere. Okay, therefore b is equal to 4r, or which is equal to b is equal to square root of 2 into a, or you can rewrite 4r is equal to square root of 2 into a. Here a is not inside the square root, it is outside. Or we can say a is equal to 4 by square root 2 multiplied by r. So it becomes 4 by square root 2 multiplied by r, that is a, or I'll rewrite it as a is equal to 4r divided by square root 2. Okay, so we reached to this point. We considered we got the distance a. Okay, so it can be further simplified. The numerical value 4 can be written as 2 into square root 2 into square root 2, or root 2 into root 2 into root 2 multiplied by root 2. Okay, so 1 root 2 of the 4 and this root 2 can be get cancelled. Therefore, the value will become 2 root 2 r. So a is equal to 2 square root 2 r. Okay, so that is a simplified value. So in our previous class, that is class number 2, we seen that in a face-centered cubic structure. So we are discussing about FCP. So here also FCP only. In a face-centered cubic structure, the total number of effective atoms is 4. Okay. So here it is represented 3, but a part of this corner only there towards the unit set. We can see 1 by 8th part, and the central atom or the face centered atom, its effective energy is half. Like that, if you calculate, there are 4 effective atoms which forms FCP structure. Okay, therefore there are 4 atoms or 4 spheres we need to consider in a FCP structure. Therefore, one sphere, the volume of one sphere, that will be 4 by 3 pi r cube. Okay, in a sphere, the calculation of volume is 4 by 3 pi r cube. And 4 spheres are we need to consider for in a FCP structure. Four atoms will be there. Therefore, 4 atoms, the total volume will be 4 into 4 by 3 pi r cube. So this is the volume of atoms present in our FCP. Now, what is the total volume? So a cube, we know the total volume. If all the sides are a, so you already we seen that the equal size, and it is given the value a, then volume of the cube will be a cube. And here we have a is equal to 2 square root r. Therefore a cube is equal to 2 square root 2 r the whole cube. So what we got now? We got the total volume of a cube as well as the volume of the atoms which are occupying that cube. Therefore, we can find out the packing efficiency. Therefore, packing efficiency will be equal to the volume occupied the spheres in the unit cell divided by the total volume multiplied by 100 and its percentage. Therefore, it will be 4 into 4 by 3 pi r cube, that is the volume of atoms present in that unit cell, divided by 2 square root 2 r whole cube, that is the total volume of that cube, multiplied by 100, and its percentage, if you calculate, it is exactly, or it is 74 percentage. Okay, so we'll be getting 74 percentage as packing efficiency in FCC. Now let us continue for body centered cubic structures packing efficiency. So remember previous one, that is 74. So here body centered cubic structure, here the atoms are there on all the corners. All corners are having atoms A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, and there is an atom at exact center, center of the cube, not on the face, it is on exact center. Okay, so here this face A, H, E, D, that is facing us. Okay, we have to consider, I'm imagining like this. Okay, people have different way of observing a cube. So A, H, E, D, that is facing us, and B, C, F, G, that is away from us. Okay, so consider like that. And here the atoms are formed with A, that is facing us. Okay, so this atom which is near to us, this is at the center, and the third atom that is away from us, that is towards that corner of F. Okay, so this is the body centered cubic structure which we are considering these atoms, and there are atoms at the other corners also. So considering the body diagonal, that is A to F, A to F, it forms a triangle. A to F, then to D, it forms a triangle of A to F, which is, so A to D, which is having the distance A, that is AD, then DF, that forms a distance of B, and AF, it forms the distance C. So all the three distances are not same. Okay, so this B case we already see in previous explanation. Again, we'll come back to that. And C is somewhat different, that is through the center of the cube, or it is a diagonal towards the through the center, whereas B is the diagonal on the face, one of the face. Here it is down face. In previous example we see in the right side. Okay, so this is toward diagonal through the face of a cube. Okay, so this is the triangle formed. Here the point D, at the point D, which is a cube, and through the face only it is going, therefore it is perpendicular. It will be perpendicular. Here it won't look perpendicular, but if you see, that is the perpendicular, or it is having 90 degree. So the corner D forms 90 degree. Therefore we can apply Pythagoras theorem. That is A square plus B square is equal to C square. And B already we know, we calculated in previous. Okay, so we'll find out the B first. We know the value of B, so we know how to find out the value of B. Then only C will be remaining. Oh, A already value is given, that is side of a cube that we can measure. So B we have to find out. So B is the distance between the face diagonal D and F, which forms a triangle of DFA or DFC. Okay, so here a triangle is formed, DCF. Okay, so D, it forms a triangle with C, which forms with the F, then D. So TCF, here a triangle is formed at the face. So like that, previous cases we see A, B, C triangle we consider for a face center. Like that, here this is the face, bottom face, that B value we need to calculate. Therefore, we are considering DCF as the triangle formed. So here at point C it is 90, and the B is at DF. So here it is 90 degree. Therefore, applying Pythagoras theorem, B is equal to A square plus A square, that is 2A square. Okay, so this B and this B are the same. Okay, so here this B and this B both are same. It is this position. Okay, so B square is equal to 2A square. Or we can say that in this cube, if you apply the Pythagorean, that what we discussed in previous slide, that C square is will be equal to A square plus B square. B is 2A square. Therefore, total it becomes 3A square. Therefore, C square is equal to A square plus B square. B is replaced with 2A square. Therefore, it is B square is replaced with 2A square. Therefore, it is A square plus 2A square, that is 3A square. Or we can say 3 C is the square root of 3A square. Square root of A square is A. Therefore, it is square root of 3 into A. or 3 multiplied by A. So here this R, if you consider R as the radius of one atom, therefore we can see it will be again 4 times. 4 times the radius is required to completely to form the distance C. Therefore we can say C is equal to 4R. And we know that C is equal to root of 3 multiplied by A. Therefore, root 3 multiplied by A is equal to 4R. Okay, so we can simplify A as 4 divided by root 3 into R. Okay, so we reached to this position. We found the distance of A. Okay, so while deriving the packing efficiency of face centered cubic also, what we did first, we calculated the value of A, that is one side. Okay, once we get a side, then we can take the cube of that. Okay, so in a body centered cube with one atom at the center, which gives which is completely of that cube only, and 8 pieces on the 8 corners, which contributes as 1. Therefore total effective atom is 2, that we discussed in class number 2. In a body centered cubic, the total effective atoms is 2. Okay, and one sphere, the volume of one atom is 4 by 3 pi r cube, and the volume of two atoms or two sphere will be 2 multiplied by the volume of sphere, that is 2 multiplied by 4 by 3 pi r cube, that is the volume of the atoms present in that body centered cube. Now the total volume of cube, that is A cube. Okay, A already we calculated, that is to calculate the total volume of that cube. A is 4R by root 3. Therefore A cube can be written as 4R by root 3 the whole cube. So now we got the total volume as well as volume occupied by the atoms. Now let us calculate the packing efficiency. It will be 2 multiply 4 by 3 pi r cube divided by total volume, that is 4R root 3 r square cube multiply by 100 and its efficiency. Therefore it becomes 68 percentage. So if we calculate the efficiency, it becomes a 68 percentage. So simple cubic structure packing efficiency. Okay, so first case we seen 74 percentage, and second case we got a 68 percentage. So in a simple cube structure, there are no atoms at the face, no atom at the center, only atoms at the corners. Okay, all the 8 corners are having atoms. Okay, so this is the representation of a simple cubic structure. So the distance between A and H atoms is considered as distance A, and radius of these atoms either at position A or position S should look same size. Therefore it is R. Radius of the atom is R. Therefore 2 times R will become A. Okay, so 2 radius, if you consider, that becomes the distance A. Therefore A is equal to 2R. Okay, the total volume of the cube, that is A cube. Now A we got 2R, that is 2R cube. 2 cube is 8, therefore it is 8R cube. The effective number of atoms in simple cube, that is 1. Okay, there are 8 atoms at the corners, whose 1 by 8th portion only representing that cube. Therefore 1 by 8th into 8, therefore the effective number of atoms in simple cube is 1. Okay, hence the volume occupied by the atoms in simple cube structure is 4 by 3 pi r cube, that is the uh, volume of a sphere. So only one sphere we are considering, only one atom in a simple cubic structure. Okay, therefore we got total volume as well as the effective volume. Therefore packing efficiency is equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube, that is the number of atoms volume present in the cube, by total volume 8R cube multiplied by 100, it becomes 52.4 percentage. Okay, therefore the packing efficiency in FCP, that is 74 percentage. packing efficiency in body-centered cubic structure, that is 68%, and packing efficiency in simple cubic structure, that is 52.4%. Therefore, it is clear that FCP structures are having higher efficiency than BCP, that is body-centered cubic cloth packing, for simple cubic structures. Okay, this is class 4, second PU +2 chemistry, class number 4. I'm signing out from this presentation. And thank you all. Have a nice day.